It's been 3 months, 5 days, and 2 hours since, well, the world disappeared. I mean, I can't be accurate as to the time, but it's thereabouts. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I guess you're wondering what happened and how it started. Well, I was in my studio. Yes, I know that sounds fancy, but it's just a room that I've soundproofed. It is quite comfy, has my computer and a sofa and a really nice coffee machine in it. No windows. It's down in my basement. And no, I'm not a superstar or a singer. I just make, well, audios for YouTube. ASMR. No, not the kind where people are licking microphones and tapping and whispering. Though I do the odd whisper. Just silly stories and the like. And no, you wouldn't have heard me. I'm just starting out, really. Anyway, I was in my studio doing what I do, really enjoying it. I already got carried away, and well, I think I must have been down there for at least 5 hours. And when I finally came up for air, I realised it was dark outside. I couldn't tell from inside the studio. As I said before, no windows. Then I realised I hadn't fed my dog. I called him, but he didn't come. I searched the whole house. Where was he? No, not even in the garden. There was some kind of, well, a weird film of dust just outside the back door. Strange, I thought. I kicked at it and, well, would you believe it? There was his collar. In this pile of dust. It was weird, like white powder. I really didn't know what to think. Maybe it was a prank. I called and well, he didn't come in. Eventually, I had to go back inside and went to bed. I had a fitful sleep, obviously, worrying about him. I decided the next day I would have a thorough look and knock on all the neighbours' doors, etc. If I had to, put posters up. And now as I repeat things, I hope I'm not getting things mixed up. It's all been a bit crazy. Anyway, the next day, or maybe several days, I can't recall, I found myself knocking on the neighbour's door. I did feel stupid, but I was getting really worried about my poor little pooch. Nobody was in, of course. Probably at work, but everything was really quiet. I mean, birds were singing and things like that, but I suddenly noticed there was no traffic noises, and I mean, I live in a small close and traffic doesn't really come up and down, but you normally hear something in the background, don't you? I tried to brush it off, but I had that niggling feeling. You know, the one you get to the back of your neck when you know that something's just not quite right and you can't put your finger on it. I scanned the road and I couldn't see anybody, but like I said, it's a quiet close. Anyway, I went back inside and printed off some posters and decided to get on my bike and, well, go around and put them around the neighbourhood. I imagined my poor dog, well, stuck in someone's shed or something, but I couldn't get over the fact that he didn't have his collar on, which was, I don't know, weird in itself. I jumped to my bike and whizzed round to the corner shop. I knew they'd put one up in the window for me, but sadly it was closed. And the high street, well, it was empty. I mean, it was mid-morning, but still, it should have been bustling. People, noise. There was nobody, not one single person in the high street. I thought maybe there was some kind of filming going on or something and they'd cleared it like a set, or I don't know. I turned around and around and around. My heart started to flutter, and a panic started to rise in me and almost felt faint. I just couldn't comprehend what was going on. I felt really dumb. Was having some kind of breakdown, some episode. And no, before you ask, I'm not prone to those. Anyway, I leant my bike up against a lamppost and put some posters up anyway. On trees, benches, and yes, on the outside of that shop. I'm sure they wouldn't mind. I looked around all the shops, all closed, like they just hadn't bothered to come in that morning. Wow, I thought, they're going to lose so much money. Then I thought, oh damn, it must be some kind of bank holiday. Had I forgotten? Had I missed it? Oh, what a dummy. Anyway, I put the posters around and cycled back home. I laughed at myself being so dumb and decided to check my calendar when I got home. God, this country has so many bank holidays and I just can't keep up with them. But as I rode through the streets, I noticed, just here and there, not many, the odd pile of clothes. Oh, this place. The council would pick up, wouldn't you? I mean, we pay enough rates, don't we? But then I saw another small pile of dust. I stopped my bike abruptly, my tyres squealing. I'm surprised I didn't go over the handlebars. I walked across and, yes, another little pile of dust, and I kicked at it. And there was a collar. A little cat collar with a bell on it. I picked it up and looked around, and as if I was looking for the owner to say, oh, I found your cat? I just couldn't wrap my head around it. What the hell? I mean, what the actual hell? What's going on? This is... I just don't know. Some awful things happen to pets? Some nasty person going around hurting animals? Setting them on fire maybe, but this wasn't Ash. And the collars were, well, perfect, pristine, apart from the powder. I put the collar on a wall as if, well, for the owner I guess to find. Carried on my way, and I noticed more and more piles of clothes, just dotted here and there, one by a post box, and a post bag next to it. Oh no. I didn't let my mind go there. I hurried home as fast as I could. I just wanted to get back into my house, yes, and lock the door, and push all that away, out of my mind. I was almost home when I heard a car alarm somewhere off in the distance. It filled me with relief. Normal sound. I waited for it to stop, for the owner to click their keys and stop that horrible din. But it just carried on and on. The day was beautiful. Sun shining gently, few clouds scattering slowly across the sky, and yes, birds. There were birds. I slowed my bike and got off. I was at my street, rather close. It all looked really still again. So it seemed weird that the sun was shining and the breeze was blowing it, and everything felt still, even with that wind on my face. Still and dead. Yes, I felt like the world had died.